Hey guys, so I'm back from a few weeks of work in the bush. Didn't have internet there, so first chance to get another video out. Patch 1.2 dropped while I was out, so that's always exciting. Gonna have to do some testing there. So this is gonna be an AA solo first boss video. It's also gonna be a guide at the end. The reason I wanted to do this was because, first of all, I wanted to show that it's possible. But it's not just that. I mean, it's fun to do, and it's challenging. It's an excellent exercise in resource management, and you'll learn a lot about the finer points of your class by doing this. Also, you can farm your own warlock rings and whatnot, although I have no idea what they go for now. It would be cool to also have people take up the challenge, so let's see who can get the fastest time, you know? Either way, patch 1.2 didn't really affect this method. Actually, it made it slightly easier, and now we have a permanent 30% stamina increase, or recovery, sorry. But yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the strategy for the fight. Basically, this fight is going to test you on your situational awareness, your base game mechanics like rolling and blocking, and resource management. So for this fight, you try to get to the edges of the fight area to avoid the AoE, but you have to get to the center in anticipation of the glowing circle phase, or else you'll die. So you get to the center because it's easier to reach any of the locations where the glowing circle can spawn. I think of it as two phases. So you have a tanking phase, where you are fending off the boss, and an attack phase, when you are standing in the yellow circle, where you can heal up and burn down the boss. The two phases just keep repeating till the boss is dead. Now, for my abilities. So, I'm going to start with my attack phase bar. So that's when you're in the glowing circle and you're either healing or burning him down. So, first of all, we have mutagen, which is my main heal. I try and keep it up at all times. And I pop it when I first enter the glowing circle so I don't forget. And don't worry, it'll last long enough. It also provides, like the mutagen morph provides a 288 point cushion when you drop below 20%, so that's very nice. And then my second ability is Inner Light, and I use that for the DPS and healing boost due to the critical strike chance that it provides. Third ability is Quick Siphon. This I pop as sort of an oh shit button. It gives me extra healing, so I use it if I enter a glowing circle with below 30% health, I'll throw that on just so I can make sure I get back to full. Otherwise, it doesn't get much use, so it's more or less a panic button. Don't use it every time. The Quick Siphon is probably the only practical morph for this ability because it's insta-cast then. You don't want to be standing there casting the 1.5 second cast. So then I have Funnel Health, which is my beloved DPS ability. It gets woven with light attacks, just like in my DPS guide. And it's ranged, it heals you, not much more to say, it's awesome. The other morph might be better in this situation, but this one works fine. And then I have my Leeching Strikes. So Leeching Strikes is one of the strongest Nightblade solo abilities. It got a nerf in this patch, but it's still the way to go. It should always be on. You get a strong resource recovery for all three of your resources, and the damage decrease is actually only around 10%, so it's definitely an ability worth having. And then I have Veil Blades as my ultimate on both bars, so I don't use it in the same way as I do when I'm DPSing though. I don't use it on cooldown. Instead, I use it as a no shit button, a panic button, whatever you want to call it. I save it up, and when I'm low on health or I don't have my potion up or something, I drop this, and it can really save your ass with that 60% damage mitigation. And then my other oh shit button would be my potions. So I have the ones that just restore all three stats. Because you're using all three stats in this fight, the stamina is going to be important for running into the circles. The magic is going to be for healing and damage, and the health if he's pounding on you too hard. So then I have my tanking bar. It's a similar setup. So I have inner light for the extra healing, the extra damage, the crit, and then I have leeching strikes for the same reasons as before, and then funnel health, my main damage ability. And then the change is I have immovable brute, which I have up as often as possible during the tanking phase, and it puts me at the armor soft cap, so I'm not as squishy and I can actually tank even if I'm in light armor, sorry. And it also can prevent you from getting slowed, which helps you get into those glowing yellow circles. So then, finally, I have my jewel, Shadow Image. Everyone complains this ability sucks, but I have to say, it's one of the most powerful soloing tools we have. It summons an archer shade that pretty much stands in place and attacks, and that decreases the damage of the boss by 15%. And on top of that, you can teleport, or activate the ability again to teleport to the shade. So if used in a clever way, you can use this for kiting, and it's pretty good at that. So I try to keep one in the middle of the room at all times. So that means I can run out to the edges of the room, avoid his AoE, have him chase after me. Once he's there with me, I teleport back to the center, and I'm at the center ready to go for the glowing yellow circles, and I avoid a lot of damage from him just normally attacking me and from the AoE. So the thing you want to make sure is that you don't go out of the 28-meter range with this, though. But otherwise, I've learned that this is a very strong ability for this. And yeah, so that's my abilities. So getting to the boss. So for the first trash pack, we're just gonna stealth past it. So I put on the Shadow Cloak and I put on Rapid Maneuvers. I pop my heal and just run through them. And then the Ice Storm, you still should have Rapid Maneuvers, so you can run through that as well without getting stuck. Then I switch out my inner light on my heal bar to Rapid Maneuvers to help me kite the Frost Atriarchs. And yeah, basically you just run up and down the stairs and keep kiting them. And sorry, that was Quick Siphon I switched, not Inner Light for Rapid Maneuvers. And yeah, you just keep running up and down the stairs like this using funnel health and keeping your mutagen up. And it's fairly straightforward. So then we're going to go to the third trash pack, same thing as the first one, we're just going to run past it using Shadow Cloak and Rapid Maneuvers, and then we're at the first boss.